So today I'm going to make a one-time event as opposed to the zombie spawner that did it over and over again. And then I'm going to make this eruption. So if you see this time 0, 2, 1, and then this lava pool is going to erupt. There's a damage script on this one. So I don't have it turned up very high. But anyway, the pool goes out, rises a little bit, and then it drains on down until it's all gone. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. I have this other world here, and I decorated a little bit with the terrain editor, but I didn't put a lava pool on it. So let's go ahead and do that. So start with a cylinder, and I'm going to call it lava. And I'll go ahead and change the size. So I'm going to make it 0.5 by 20 by 20. And now we'll change the orientation so it's laying on the ground. Let's go over here, orientation 20. Oh no, 90. I'm sorry. I want to turn it 90 degrees. There we go. And let me just pull it out of that little rock sticking up there. All right, let's make it look like lava. Okay. We want to change our color. So that's a crimson, and then I like this corroded metal for lava. And let's look at our position. That's pretty good. So I'm looking at the Y right here because I want it to be somewhat in the ground. I could push it down even a little more. Make sure your collisions are off. There we go. Yeah, 2.03, that's pretty good. Okay, and another thing that's very important, anchor it and turn can collide off. Else when you play, it's going to pop up into the world. Now, I'm going to duplicate it, and it should duplicate right inside because collisions are off. And one is going to grow and one is going to stay. So this one is going to grow. So I'm going to put an int value, and this is going to be my timer. And this is going to tell me when the one-time event will occur. So I'm going to call it eruption time. And I'm going to make that just 10 seconds. So if you want like 5 minutes, just make it like 300. All right, now I got to add a script. And the script I'm going to call eruption. If I could spell it right. Eruption, there we go. And we'll get a variable for our lava. And we'll get our variable for our eruption. I'm just going to call it e-time. So script parent, and then I attach the eruption time to the parent of the script. And don't forget you need value because it's an int value. And now we'll have local max growth steps. I just made it 80. Now we're going to have a growth radius. That'll be 5 studs. So that'll be 5 studs per loop. And my growth height is going to be less because I don't want to get inundated. And then I want my original position for the lava. I'll say lava position. And that's going to be lava position. And I want my original size, original lava size. There we go. So we're going to make a function for our eruption. And that's going to be a for loop. I'll make an I for the counter. 1 to max growth steps with 1 step in between. And this is where we're going to change the size. So we're going to grow the size out. So lava size equals the old lava size plus this vector 3. And vectors 3 just hold 3 numbers. So it's going to be the x, y, and z. Now the growth height is going to be on the x because we changed the orientation of our cylinder. And the radius is going to grow out on the y and the z. And that just I just played around with it and noticed that. I didn't think it out. All right, so our drain is going to be very similar, but the lava is not going to drain back into the pool. It's not going to shrink down. It's going to just drain down into the ground. So we'll say drain, and then we're going to take this position here, and I'm going to make the lava position go down. Now, unlike the size, the height is controlled by the Y here, because this is the position. So I'm going to say growth height, and I want to make it negative. And then what I want to do when it's all done, just in case I didn't get it quite, I don't feel like lining it quite up, I'm just going to reset the position to the original position. What do I have? Org, here, let me just copy it. Because we just dropped it down into the earth, right? We didn't change the size or anything. So let's just put it back. Original lava size. There we go. All right, now let's make our little counter. All right, so I equals 1, and that's E time. And we'll loop on step 1. Wait a second. Print out the time. Time remaining. And now I'm just going to do the subtraction here. So I'll take the E time minus I. So that'll get our little countdown. And we'll do our eruption. Eruption. Wait a second. And then drain. All right, let's see what we got. You know what else we can do? We're going to make it, decorate this a little bit. Go to growth, and then base size, just make it small. That's that little bubble there. And then the strength, just make it 0.2, because we just want to kind of build up around the pool. Make it look a little more realistic. We can even have it kind of bleed into the pool a little bit. There. And one last check, just make sure your lavas are anchored and don't have can collide on. Both of them. Good. All right, let's go. We enter the world. And we got to find it. Where to go, where to go, where to go. Oh, there it is. I'm going to get on this high ground here. And there we go. Starts to go up. Spans out. And now it's starting to drain. There's our original pool over here. There we go.